Hello and welcome back again to Suspended Fanation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Resident Alien Season 2, Episode 7, Escape from New York. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see up there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you don't want to be notified by YouTube when I come on live, hit that bell down below, that useless bell down there. And YouTube won't notify you when I come on live. Well, it's a 50-50. It's more like an 80-20 chance that they won't notify you. So what you should do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. Alrighty. With that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right, I'm giving you enough time to hit pause, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So, where we left off, Harry tripping balls in the middle of New York. On LSD and changed back into an alien and all that stuff. So he is still tripping balls out there. While Astra finds out that Goliath is dead and basically fossilized and sitting there, and Violinda, yes, Violinda, there we go. Violinda, there we go. I don't know. The artist there, her studio. He's sitting in her studio basically as a statue there. So Asta, of course, has to bring Harry down a bit, with some ice bags and all that stuff. And they decide they're going to leave New York because, shit happened. And they didn't get anywhere with that phone number that they were coming in to go and find the alien that Harry needed in order to communicate with his aliens so they don't destroy the Earth or kill everybody on the Earth, I should say. In the meantime, back at home in Patience, we've got Darcy asleep in Max's bed. The kid Max for the mayor's kid, if you will, while his wife comes home. And then, of course, Darcy has to climb out the window because they can't be adults about it. And Ben can't tell Kate that, hey, Darcy's a childhood friend. You know all of this because you lived in the same town as I did. And she was drunk, spent the night in the kids' room while I slept in our room because they don't talk to each other, which we keep seeing. And it's actually fucking annoying. The one good thing about this episode that I have to say that wasn't annoying was we didn't have the kids this episode. And thankfully we didn't. That's one thing I'm glad about. It's okay, Penn. You don't need to be on time. You're not punching a clock or anything like that. So we also have Lisa Casper, who somehow tracks down, she gets all the clues, I guess, from Goliath's paintings and finds the studio as well. Harry, in the meantime, finds out from Asta that Goliath is a statue, and he puts two and two together that Goliath actually has an egg inhabited inside of him, which makes you wonder if their species turns to stone for the eggs. Why didn't Harry turn to stone for the eggs? Oh, wait, that's right. His mate actually did. That's what it was. Okay, we got that. But it's only a single egg, not multiple eggs. And Violinda and Goliath, he took some of Violinda's genetic material and has an alien human hybrid in this egg. That was the reason why he called Harry, was he wanted Harry to carry the egg. In the meantime, Casper comes into the studio, sees the egg, wants the egg, and of course shoots Violinda. That's when Harry steps in and knocks her through a skylight. So, yeah. Also, we've got bad guys from the Galvin Pal group that are following Harry and Asta that they don't know about. And Casper shoots them dead too, because that's what she does. That's what she's good at. Yeah. And in the meantime, again, back in Patience, we've got Darcy and Kate kind of hanging out at the gym, if you will, and they're starting to connect. And when Kate goes over to the bar to get a drink, realizes that she is pregnant again or might be pregnant again. Doesn't know for sure, but the beer tastes like soap to her, which she said happened before when she was pregnant. So it was kind of a weird thing that was happening there. And then the other thing that we have going on is still the murder mystery with the sheriff and the deputy looking over, Dr. Sam Hodges' death and looking for clues. And they find out that Sam has actually left a list of names behind a picture that is still hanging in the office. So, yeah, Pence, I haven't finished the episode, but I suspect the hybrid will be the reason why the aliens let humanity live. Possibly. I don't know. There's a couple different things, a couple different theories I have going on here. So the other thing is Deputy Liv was or Deputy Baker, I should say, was uploading the video, the UFO video that she got to some website, and everyone's calling it fake, and she was upset about it. And the sheriff told her not to begin with. And even the mayor is like, yeah, we don't upload that. He goes, we don't want to be known for UFOs. We're already known for murders. What the fuck? Which is leading towards my theory that this is what's going to happen is that Harry's guys are going to come to Patience. There's going to be a big light show. They're going to become famous for UFOs instead of boring ass, hey, this is going to be the place that that you can get some Michelin star restaurant food and blah blah blah. Anyway, that's what's going to be the hook for Patience is that UFOs is what's going to be kind of like Area 51, like I said about 3 episodes or 4 episodes ago, somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure that's where we're heading. And also, so Asta and Harry end up taking the train back because, of course, they can't take the egg through the TSA line. And Casper tracks them down to the train, and Harry kills her. He basically just takes his two little arms and stuffs them underneath her neck and pushes her head out the window after he breaks the train window, and her head comes clean off from the other train that comes from the other side. And then he just gets rid of the body. I did love that you couldn't see one side of his face. So you think that he gets away scot-free with it because he just sits down and he's sitting there, and Asta comes back after getting her tea and supposedly his ice cream sandwich. And he turns and looks, and he's got blood just, sprayed all over one side of his face. And she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And he's going, "Oh, I killed the bad woman, and I shoved her body out the train window." I thought that was actually kind of funny, but yeah. Um, so a good episode all in all. I mean, and when they get home finally, of course, everyone from the town is in his cabin to surprise him with a birthday party, and because they want him back as a doctor. The mayor wants him back as a doctor because the old doctor that they brought back, yeah, she just is horrible, and that whole interaction between the mayor and the doctor and Nurse Diana, played by Nurse Ellen, excuse me, played by Diana Bang, is actually pretty golden. There was a good little scene right there. That whole thing, I liked that. They did a good job there. Nella says I only worked on the having off shot, very light episode VFX wise, mostly 2D effects. Yeah, yeah. Um, and so of course when they get surprised in the cabin there, Harry has the egg in the bag, and we see the egg crack. So the egg is getting ready to hatch. Yeah. And that's where we leave off on this episode, because next week is going to be the mid-season finale, if you will. And once that hits the mid-season finale, then we will be left with a cliffhanger, which we will resolve, I believe, in May or June, somewhere around there. Anillis, do you know when actually it's coming back? after the hiatus. Is it May or yeah, I'm not loving this. I have to go back actually to last week's episode too, and Sheriff Thompson saying, "Do I have Willy Wonka tattooed on my ass because the candy factory?" I forgot all about that line. It just made me laugh, and because you think for a second, you're like, "That's wrong. That's just wrong," and it's funny at the same time. Oh, you're taking the production break as well, Anillis? Yeah. Yeah, I know, they said it was a mid-season break, and then, I don't I don't know if Sci-Fi is doing the whole, it comes back at the beginning of summer, for 8 episodes, last 8 episodes, or if they are going to move it to, like, the end of the year, like, beginning of fall or something like that, and do that whole, "It's season 2.5." Which I fucking hate because then you forget what happened at the end of that last episode, and they do a recap, but you're just like, yeah, okay, now I kind of remember. But good episode. Um, you get a little bit more of Sam Hodges, what happened to him, and then also his wife too, who of course has been wrongfully accused of his murder, and the town shunning her. So yeah, Noah says they probably wanted to see how the ratings do first, and then see how much effort to put into the second half. But I'm just guessing. Yeah, that's true. It's sci-fi. I know. I know that they've. Uh, yeah, they'll cut down the budget if they don't get good ratings. I know how it is. So, oh man, I do love Corey Reynolds though, who's playing Sheriff Thompson. He does a great job. Everyone does a great job, honestly. Except for the kids. I'm just not digging the kids. That's the only ones I don't like. Yeah. Um, and no Judy this episode either. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't have any Judy. We did have a mention though of Judy in the bathroom of the bar there, the 59. Uh, when Darcy gives Kate a home pregnancy test, which is in the vending machine, and says that Judy goes through those things like Tic Tacs that you pee on. Which is just wrong that you would have that in a small town vending machine in the bathroom. She said you have every stage. You have condoms, uh, yeah, home pregnancy tests. That's just wrong. But yeah, anyway. So again, delightful episode. I liked last week's episode a bit better, but you know, that's because there's just a lot more stuff that was happening. It was a tighter episode, I think. Um and I'm looking forward to next week's episode, even though it is going to be the end of the mid-season finale. So, so with that said, what do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, not much because there's not a lot happening at the moment. So tomorrow and Saturday I'll be off. Sunday will be either Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Stuff or spoiler alert, depending on how much news there is. Monday I'll be off. Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? It's going to be The Boys Diabolical, which is the animated series on Amazon. Wednesday I'll be off. And then Thursday will be another episode of Resident Alien. Also, I believe the 17th, which is a Friday. No, it's a Thursday. Am I right? I think it's a Thursday. Is That's right. It is a Thursday. There is a new series that's going to happen, and I can't remember what it is because Swiss cheese brain. That's what happens. That's why I go to suspendedfanimation.com because DMZ. There we go. The DMZ is going to be on Thursday. So yeah, It might be a doubleheader. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Actually, the DMZ should be dropping at midnight. So yeah, I'm probably going to do Resident Alien first, and then I'll do DMZ the first episode right after that. That's what I'll do. Celebro 469 says interested in the new Star Trek. No, I'm not. The Kenobi trailer was fun. So yeah. I need more than just the teaser though. I need a full trailer for that. So yeah, DMZ looks pretty good. Especially if it's like the comic. I mean, the comic was pretty much ahead of its time at that time. We'll see what happens. I mean, uh, Ava DuVernay, who is the showrunner of DMZ and also, I believe, directed the first episode. The other one that she did for the CW, Naomi, that was a horrible fucking show. I mean, I watched the first episode just because she was involved in it, and I was like, "Wow, this is bad." Especially for a new DC character or a DC related character, I guess you could say. And oh man, I just couldn't get through that episode. I was having problems, and I'm hearing nothing about that. I mean, like zero. Uh, Usually you hear a little bit, even if it's if it's horrible or if it's good or there's some kind of fringe group that likes it. But I mean, I'm hearing nothing about Naomi at all, which means it's probably going to get 5 seasons on CW. I kid, it'll get 3. So they've got nothing else going on. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the rest of the night. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match them as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops them up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. All righty. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Yes, I know it's far away, but Sunday. Sunday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you might discover that alien that you were searching for has turned to stone, but he's actually pregnant and has an egg inside of him that he used human genetic material to make an alien human hybrid, which may just save the Earth because who knows how they're going to work it out. We'll see. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, be well, take care. Get those vaccine shots. Get those boosters as well if you haven't gotten them already. Get the flu shot too, because you never know. And stay safe out there. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Until then, have a good rest of your night. Thanks, everybody. Good night.